Greetings everyone, I hope this finds you well and you're not looking like a shaggy dog like me. Some of you may be wanting to get into that colouring into your hair and a haircut once our lockdown for hairdressers occurs. I couldn't help but reflect today on the persecuted church. The lectionary readings at this time are taking us through the Gospels but also through the book of Acts. And the reading for this coming Sunday is the stoning of Stephen. But I thought about the persecuted church. Maybe that's a little bit how we're feeling at the moment. They had to meet in secret. They had to stay basically on their own and fellowship in small groups. And so it must have been pretty difficult for them as well. Luckily, we're not being persecuted. But as time goes on, I look forward to us getting back together for some worship. And I hope you're getting excited about that whenever that will be. We will have an idea of what church may look like by Wednesday next week, although the Anglican Church New Zealand-wide will have to decide based around legal advice, things like liability if someone did get sick from coming to church, and all the hygiene practices that may need to be followed. It may be more expensive than worth doing. But what are some of the good things that have happened for you during the lockdown? I'm sure there are some. I know people have shared one or two stories on the Friends page. But would you be willing to share at a celebration service when we are able to get together? So write it down and keep it short and precise and share one of the good things that's come out of the lockdown for you. Maybe it's something like reunited with family through the internet or by phone that you hadn't done for a long time. Maybe it's getting all those wish list jobs that you've had for a long period of time sorted. And maybe it's something else that where God has really, really touched you. I'd love to hear your story. Also, we come to this week and things start to change. I want to say a big thank you to Nanette for all the hard work that she's been doing, especially on the Friends page, pasting up the daily devotions. I'm going to be hunting out some more because we've run out of those. But also, I want to give a big thanks to Dawn Redman and her team from the Parishioner Care Group. They've been keeping in contact with people, mostly on a weekly basis, especially those who live alone. And I just really want to say a big thank you to Dawn and her team of helpers. What an amazing job they've done. And also just to again thank Margaret Delbridge for running the prayer chain. I think we've had a few more requests on the prayer chain because people haven't been able to come for prayer at church. So they've rung the Delbridges or rung someone on the prayer chain, and the prayer chain's been very, very active recently. So if you do have a need or do have something you want prayer for, then please give Margaret Delbridge a ring, 549 0693, and let her know your prayer request. You don't have to go into too much detail, but also you can email her as well. There has been a little bit of sad news. I noticed in yesterday's paper that Gordon Dickinson passed away. He's the husband of Avis, who were very, very active members here at St Peter's at the 8 o'clock service for many years before moving into Tauranga. So I really feel for Avis and just pray that God will really bless her at the loss of Gordon. Also, you will have seen on the Friends page some of the devotions I've put up, or prayers I should say, from the Archbishop of Canterbury. And a lot of those reflective thoughts are based around where the lectionary is leading at the moment. And so on Sunday when I share with you my sermon, it'll be based around that beautiful passage from John's Gospel, chapter 14, which talks about God being with us even in times of death. So, I look forward to catching up with you, and I'll have a big post for you next week or another post for you next week, and maybe we'll have some direction of where and when we'll be able to get together. But God bless you, stay safe, and we'll catch you soon. Bye for now.